Hello friends, today we will discuss another question on DBMS, the GATE question which comes in the 2013. This question was based on the normalization part. So it is, you can see the question here. We have been given a relation which has the 8 attributes, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay guys, then these are the functional dependency where we can find out, we can uniquely determine the C from CH to G, then A to BC, then B to CFH, then E to A, then F to EG. Okay guys, these are the functional dependency. In the question it is asked that what are the, basically let me ask, how many candidate keys does the relation R have? So we have to find the candidate keys from this question. So for finding the candidate key, the shortcut is that we have to take all the attributes which are on the right side. So let's see what are the attributes which are at the right side. Is there A? Yes. Is there B? Yes. Is there C? Yes. Okay, then after that we will see, after C, D is not here, so that we will not taking a D. Then after D there is E, F, then G, then H also. That means all the remaining 7 attributes are the right hand side. That means we have to take the closure of every attribute except D, because D is not the part of the functional dependency. So first of all we will find the closure of A attribute. If the closure of A attribute gives the 7 attribute, that is except D1. Okay guys, D1 is not a part of this one, the functional dependency, so we are not including the D here. So all the remaining attributes should come, then we will say this attribute, a closure of this attribute is a candidate key. So first of all let's see, closure of A will give me A. Okay guys, then after that from A I can find B and C. Then after B I can find C, F. C is already here, then I will write F and H. After H I can find the E, G. E, G. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All the 7 attribute come here. That means it is a candidate key. Okay guys. Then after I will do for the B closures. Let's see. From B I can find the CFH. That means B will be here, then C, then F, then H. Okay. Then after CFH from F I can find EG. Then from E I can find A. That means all 7 attributes are there. That means it is also a candidate key. Then after that I will find for the C. If you find for the C, there is no attribute I can find from the C, only C will come. That means it is not the candidate key. After that I have to find for the D. D is not a part of this one, functional dependency, so we will not go for the D. Then after that D, there is E. From E I can find A. That means from A, E. Then after that from A I can find BC. Then from B I can find FH also. Then F I can find EG. So all these 7 attributes are here. That means it is also a candidate key. Then after that E we have to find for the F. From F I can find E, G and F. Okay guys. Then from, let's see, from E to A, from A to B and C also, then B to CFH, C, F and the remaining one H. That means all the 7 one, that is, it is also a candidate key. Then go for the, after that the G1, G closure. So there is no functional dependency related to G1, so it will only give you D. That is not the candidate key. After that the H, from H I cannot find anything else. That means it is not the candidate key. That means A, B, then E and F. Okay guys. And guys, in this, suppose D is not the part of any functional dependency. That means I have to take this D along with that. Okay guys, so these are the 4 candidate keys from these relations. Okay guys, so this is all about this question. In the next question we will do the next part of this question, to get ready with that. And guys, if this video is helping, to please like and share this video. Thank you.